It's a hell of a thing your boys did, Artanis. Sky Shield is back online. We're about to call down the cavalry.
We will join you on the surface and extract the keystone.
I got some bad news for you. Seems our friends below had the same idea. While we were fighting to get planetside, the Imperial Palace was raided. Security data indicates the keystone was taken. My mama used to have a saying, when it rains, it floods.
I am uncertain as to how this saying is helpful, friend Raynor.
Me either. Wait a minute. I'm getting intel. A Mobius Core evac team is headed toward Bennett Port. They got the keystone.
We shall not let them escape.
The solar core requires your attention, Hierarch. Please visit it at your earliest convenience.
Alright, well, we'll head to the solar core in just a moment, but I think we can stop by the communicator first.
It's looking bad, Artanis. A lot of dead people down there. We gotta take these bastards out.
What could have led these Terrans to come under Amon's thrall?
They were assigned to some top-secret details, running security at Dr. Narud's hybrid research labs. After Valerian re-established the government, the Mobius Foundation went dark. Last transmissions were chaotic, crazed. Next thing we know, the attack started.
Then Amon has turned them into his slaves. An army. They are dangerous, but they are only the start of the war to come.
You always were the optimistic sort.
Yeah, we don't really need to comment on that any further, do we? Let's actually head to the War Council next. We have a conversation here, too.
I must remind you, our sacred law, the Deul, clearly forbids us to interfere with lesser beings. Unless there is a direct threat to the Empire. Your choice to aid these Terrans is perplexing.
Why do you assume that they are lesser beings, Rohana?
I do not make an assumption. Gaze upon them. Unsophisticated, primitive. They communicate through orifices, mouths.
Many, including myself, once thought as you do. But I have seen their nobility. In time, you will also.
Ah, that classic Protoss xenophobia. Gotta love it. Alright, we are working toward unlocking things, but it doesn't look like we've managed to do that just yet, so we'll stay with our standard units we've already got. And on to the solar core.
The Solar Matrix Core. Truly an impressive sight.
A synthetic star. Imagine what went into its creation. This chamber provides power to the Spear of Adum and all its systems. Its radiance even contributes nourishment for our warriors.
How long until you can bring its tactical systems online?
System analysis has begun, but the star has lain dormant for an eon. It will take time, and a powerful ignition catalyst like Solarite to restore it to full capacity.
Solarite? The Firstborn haven't utilized Solarite in millennia.
This vessel is ancient, Hierarch. We will need to exhaust even unconventional resources if we are to bring it to bear.
Do what you can, Phase Smith. We will acquire what you need.
Very well. You may begin augmenting the solar core whenever you are ready. Select the core to start reviewing your options, Hierarch.
Let's have a chat with you first, Karax.
You look different, Phase Smith.
Ah, you must be referring to these mechanical arms. I constructed them to improve my efficiency while running the solar core. So far, they have been quite helpful.
Alright, whatever works.
This array displays an overview of the Spear of Adum's weapon and support systems. Each system can only be configured to have one active ability at a time. You may select different abilities to complement your tactical decisions in different battles, Hierarch. Our current available Solarite is displayed here. Any leftover Solarite can be routed to our auxiliary systems. You may begin diverting solarite now.
That's interesting. I'm wondering, so if we can change auxiliary systems, extra supply at the start of each mission, reducing the need to build pylons, 5 solarite per level. And then we can also reduce time required to warp structures onto the battlefield, which also could be pretty nice. We have mini systems that we're locked out of for the time being, it looks like, but that's potentially okay. 3 beams, 200 damage with each beam, not enough solarite. And the ability to warp in reinforcements. I'm tempted to leave things for now. Like the pylon warp in is helpful enough for the time being. The orbital strike is okay. Maybe I just want to push all the way to this solar lance, though, before too long. That looks potentially more helpful than the orbital strike or the... And the temporal field has something to say for it. But if we save solarite, we can just maybe jump to the solar lance and it'll be a bit more helpful. Assuming this is the case, we can potentially charge this up, like just our construction time, and then hopefully bring it back down later. So we can even just do that for both of these. Just like temporarily make these better. And then pull them back down later in order to actually unlock this solar lance. We'll just see what happens. Let's head back for now and go start an actual mission.
Mobius Corps is making their way to Bennett Port with the artifact. We gotta stop them before they get away with it.
Alright, well that was straightforward and to the point. Destroy 80 or more enemies affected by disruption. Do not let allies lose more than 5 base structures. Nope. We'll see about that. Allies can be a bit difficult to support. Specifying that we're up against Thors, tanks, marines, it looks like. Keystone is theoretically here. This is kind of a useful, nice little thing. Just give you an idea of what you're going to be up against. Then maybe you could back off and change up your units once you have a significant number to kind of deal with the threat you're dealing with. I like it. Hopefully we'll also get some immortals over the course of this just to help out. But, you know, we'll just have to find out.
Welcome to Bennett Port. At least what's left of it. Mobius Corps has entrenched themselves here to keep us from the artifact. Valerian's setting up his base now. Once he gets...
Raynor, what is happening?
The hybrid are channeling void energy into the Keystone. The resulting psionic disruption has overwhelmed the Terrans.
Deploy our immortals. We need heavy assault to protect these Terrans until the disruption subsides.
Man, that's 2 I owe you, Artenis. Felt like I was losing my damn mind.
The Keystone is recharging, Commander. They will surely activate it again soon. We must reclaim it.
You ain't kidding. Let's lock and load, partner.
Alright, we'll see what we can do. Hopefully this won't be too terribly difficult. It does seem to want us to focus on the immortals this time. So we'll see exactly what we can get done for that. 3 minutes, 20 seconds until the next disruption.
We can construct immortals from the robotics facility. They are quite effective at sieging enemies or defending our allies.
Doesn't look like it gave us a forge or a cybernetics core this time.
All right. My boys are taking this fight to Mobius Corps. And once you got your defenses in place, bring the heat.
Can't actually get my buttons pressed correctly. There we go. Get that forge started. We should also get a core started before long. I just kind of want both of them. Feels like we can usually get away with that in these campaign games, especially.
This disruption has hit my forces hard. We've taken heavy casualties, and we're going to need more time to establish our fortifications. Do what you can to keep them at bay.
Already on it. Your position will be secure till they fire off that keystone again.
I did not think it would be so difficult for us to get this core online. I don't even know if it's the best idea to do it now. It's just simplest. And usually in the campaign you can get away with simplest, especially when you're not on brutal. Brutal might be a bit different. Okay, so we have to protect them to some degree. Looks like Raynor is mostly going to be able to hold his own for the time being, considering he's got those siege tanks and bunkers ready to go.
Several of our Dominion research facilities are reporting that they are under attack. If you can rescue them, I'll return any Protoss technology they've collected to you.
Well, we'll see what we can do with that, I suppose. Probably not as much as I'd like, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Start putting a couple probes on gas here and there, just to make sure we're gonna have enough long-term to be okay. I suppose with the disruption, we're gonna need to be over here to help defend. But we'll just have to see what happens, I guess. We are probably going to want to call down pylons like in each of their territories so that we can use warp gates defensively, but we will just have to see what happens. Already got the chrono going on the Nexus, which is good. We've got the forge working away on weapons, which is good, and we are starting to develop enough minerals that we can actually start doing more interesting things here. Alright, let's go ahead and get a pylon warped in over this way. Just in,
The
like
Keystone
right there, I
is reaching
guess.
full power, Hierarch. We will need to defend our allies from the hybrid once more.
Alright, we'll get to it. Hopefully just this front will be the best location to defend. If it's not, I don't really know what we're gonna do. We might just be in trouble because we did it wrong. Get another gateway online, maybe even two. Ooh. That's alright, we're in position, hopefully, to defend. Right? We'll be good. Not a problem. Let's go ahead and get that set up, get that set up. Make sure we keep probes coming. Just probes and pylons everywhere. That's all we gotta make sure we got. Let's go ahead and get another pylon set up, just to make sure we stay ahead of the curve. They don't seem to be getting too aggressive this time. Giving us a little bit of a break. It is active for another minute 20. Ah, there we go. They're coming in now. Alright. Love to get an Immortal started again. Hopefully we have enough here to actually be okay. I am not so sure, though. Ah, the Immortals are doing a pretty decent job against the Destroyers, plus they have these barriers to help out. So that's good, at least. Zealot's going to take some hits, but what are you going to do? Back that Immortal out, make sure he's not actually getting picked apart completely. There you go. See, we're alright. We lost the Zealot, but we held everything else. Let's make sure to get some more Immortals out. Just keep that production consistent. And hopefully we'll be okay. Let's go ahead and upgrade shields first again. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, we may actually be in a bit more trouble than I expected here. Orbital strike time. Well, that'll get it done.
Forge ahead to the Keystone's location.
Whatever works. We should actually probably try and get aggressive.
Our forces are ready. The Dominion is engaging Mobius Core.
Alright, make sure we get that hotkeyed so we're going to be good to go. And let's back up the Dominion a little bit here. Immortals will hopefully be able to get a pretty serious work done. You do got to be a little bit careful for the medics and such. The barriers should help out significantly with these small numbers of units in particular, just having those barriers constantly recharging and such. I'm wondering if we should focus on Zealots or Stalkers afterward. Probably just whatever works best with our resources.
Prepare for battle.
That's not good. There's coming in down here. That's unfortunate. And we let everything die. That's super not good either. We are going to need to develop an actual army, apparently, not just kind of go willy-nilly with the Terrans. Oh, and here we go. Make sure they're spread out just a little bit. Think that'll do it? For the most part? Almost. Almost got him cleaned up. It's still not pretty, though. Let's just get some more Stalkers out. Hopefully they'll stay effective. Make sure the Immortals keep coming in. Let's be chronoing out those Immortals for the time being. Oh, man, also worth noting, there's, like, random stuff in here. Why are they attacking these trucks? There's also resources in here that we should grab up. I did not see that there was, like, an extra territory over there. We're going to need some more pylons ready to go out here. Maybe even get some cannons up just to make life a little easier. Yeah, man, I'd love to be able to press forward here, but I don't know if that's actually going to work out. It's more like just holding on at this point. Back up, back up, back up. Let the tanks do their job. There you go. Let's hold this, and then we'll probably leave here in just a moment. Go try and pick up some more resources. We can actually get an army developed. Could even be worthwhile to go ahead and get another robotics bay. Robotics facility, sorry. Constructed. More stalkers to use up some gas. We always have so much gas. So much more than we realistically need. Man, can't even use this one effectively. Come on.
The keystone is emitting powerful energies. I expect it will fire again soon.
Yeah, we'd better be up there to defend in just a moment, it looks like. I did want those resources, though, and it looks like we do have an entire other patch of material to use. That is very, very important. Let's clear some of these out. These are the research facilities they were talking about, and then we can move up to defend against that disruption.
We have liberated a Dominion facility.
Good, 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 good.
Can't believe we made it out alive.
All right, all right, all
Some
right.
of our medics will stay behind in case you need them.
That was unhelpful. I wish I could warp in a pylon. That's not going to happen, though.
It's also affecting the Mobius core. We should attack them once our allies are safe.
All right, we will do that. Unfortunately, we are defending the wrong location. Should have expected they would switch it up. So let's get down there, see what we can do. Make sure we're routing the right direction so we don't just walk straight into enemies. This is potentially a nice time to get this Nexus on up, though, now that I noticed that was a thing we could do. Let's just go ahead and get these established. Move to the minerals, then the gas. Everybody go. Help out. We are losing way too much stuff right now. I do not want to hear that I do not have enough minerals to make a stalker. Come on. Let's go. Well, AI is still AI. Not doing so hot, as it turns out. It wants to attack us, but all the workers are stopped in the way. It doesn't want to attack them. It doesn't see them as important. Makes life just a little bit easier, as it turns out. I'll take it for now against these things. Yeah, we really do need the Immortals, don't we? These things are all armored. Immortals are fantastic against armored. And these are going to be the real problem. I mean, the Terrans are vaguely important, but these other things, they're a bit scarier. Let's see. Okay, got it done.
That's one hell of a headache. Thanks for the help, Artanis.
Of course, of course, of course. Why wouldn't we help out? Let's go ahead and get a pylon up here just so it's ready to go for warp-ins when we need that. These things should actually stay active, pumping out Immortals for me constantly now. We do have that Nexus online. Let's go ahead and move some probes over at least. Get both Nexuses pumping out more probes. Don't know if we need to shift the chrono back to the probes for the time being. And I think we are going to try and get a little bit aggressive here. Make sure we're warping in stalkers at the pylon we established back this way. And make sure that we continue all that Immortal production the best that we possibly can. No need to focus down supply depots, guys. Let's keep actually fighting things with need dead. Alright. Good work, good work, good work, team. Make sure you stay to the back just a little bit. We are making decent progress here, finally. Not just throwing units away like we were for so long. More warp-ins, more moving forward, more Immortals, please. I did not get both of these together. Come on, work with me here. Keep up the Immortal production, and that's what I get for not paying attention for so long. That's not going to save everything, but it'll be a start. Not as effective as I was hoping for. All of you guys, get back here, fix this problem, please. I don't even understand why these cargo trucks are here, but that's okay. Maybe they can just be decoration, and that's alright. We are going to want some cannons up in this area, maybe even some shield recharging barriers to go with them. Maybe just cannons, who knows. Let's make sure that the next psi, never got those hotkeyed either, are actually continually making probes. We'll use probes we got to set up a few cannons, make sure we're going to stay okay. All of you now work together, get moving for me, please. More Immortals. Gonna have to be ready to move to the next side before too long. Hopefully that's not going to be too much of a disruption. But we can at least wipe out some of these buildings ahead of time, which should give us a bit more room to maneuver long term. Anywhere else we can go effectively?
SCVs. Establish a fortification line here.
Alright, well that works. Pushed forward enough to give them
Keystone is
breathing
reaching
room.
full power, Hierarch. We will need to defend our allies from the hybrid once more.
Not yet, though. Right now we have to back up and regroup a little bit, in my opinion, so that's what we're gonna do. Ah, additional pylons. Don't give me additional pylons. I don't know why I selected multiple workers for that. And suddenly we're gonna have a massively excessive number of resources available. Oh well. Alright, they went south again. We'll go south again as well. And then we'll probably try and push down to this research facility and turn around from there. We'll just have to see what happens. Probably try and establish a forward pylon here as soon as we've got that again. It's waiting for all my units to get out of the way. There we go. May as well start the Immortals. Get them queued up just a little bit. We have Zealots in here again. I didn't remember the last time I made a Zealot. Apparently that one's just been hanging out being lazy the whole time. That's alright. I get lazy too sometimes. Speaking of lazy, let's actually move the Immortals forward so they can take their shots. Sheesh, no excuse for that. Now that we blasted through that fast enough, we can actually make progress against the Terran while they're all frozen. How helpful. Just back up just a little bit. We haven't seen any of the Thors yet from what I've seen, but we have run into quite a lot of tanks and Marines and such, so it's not like we were lied to. We just, you know, oh, there's a Thor. See, they're back there. We just gotta actually pay attention and see them. That's all.
We have survived the hybrid's assault. Continue onward, warriors.
Let's make sure we're focusing down the actual units, because our allies can always come through and clean up structures on their own. That's better. And there is a research facility down here. Apparently we need to go this way to get to it. Only 4 seconds left. Let's blink forward, see if we can get any more damage done.
Dark there for a while.
Oh, good, battlecruiser.
There you've got our backs.
More Immortals, please. No reason to stop the Immortal production now that we've got so many resources. Just need more pylons and to actually pay attention to what we're doing, and we will be just fine for the rest of this mission. That is, you know, an important detail, actually paying attention. Like, for example, where I just put those pylons, absolutely ridiculous. They're in front of the cannons. Why on earth would I do that? Not paying attention. Alright, let's rescue some of our allied buildings. Ah, letting Stalkers die fast to the Reapers for no reason. Could maybe use another gateway or two.
Thank heavens. Almost everyone died. Just a few medevacs left. I'll send them to support the Emperor's forces.
Alright, let's go ahead and get those gateways online. Just a couple of them should be okay. Pop out some more Stalkers. Everybody all grouped up. And let's keep moving, please. We don't need to press all the way there from this angle just yet. We should probably tear away soon, once we've given them a little breathing room here, and move north so we can finish up that other research facility. With any luck at that point we'll be okay. Whoa, you guys are walking through enemies. Not what I was planning on. To be honest, just not really what I was looking for. Like the enthusiasm, but not so much the result as it turns out. That was incorrect. There we go. That's all better. Keep screwing up my hotkeys today, and I'm not entirely sure why. Maybe it's just been a while. Man, everybody's low on shields. It's really difficult to blink people back to bring the full shields to the fore when nobody has any shields. Just makes things a bit more complicated, as it were. Maybe we just need more Stalkers to mix in. I mean, Zealots could work too, but Zealots just don't seem very strong against the hybrids. Feels like they're going to get wiped out very quickly. If we wanted to rely on that, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Give me all those warp gates. Give me all those Immortals.
We've broken their defenses. Let's
Yes,
get
we
some
have.
bunkers out there.
Good job, team. Up to the research facility. Nah. Nope, it died too fast. And then we had a mistaken blink. Oh well. What you gonna do?
The Keystone is about to emit another disruption nova. The Terrans will be incapacitated while the disruption is active.
Thank you for your help. Our last science vessels are on their way to the front line.
Emperor Valerian, we have secured all of the threatened facilities.
I promise you, I won't forget this kindness, Hierarch.
No, you won't. At least you better not. Gonna get myself in trouble everywhere. At least we're very close to the units we need to actually bring down that are getting aggressive this time, as would be expected as we're, moving forward more and more successfully. That is a lot of them, though. Just start warping groups of units, and it's a bit more effective, because at least if you misclick, you probably still got something effective, even if it wasn't exactly what you were going for, rather than screwing up and having everything just fall apart immediately. Speaking of things falling apart, let's actually get another pylon out up here. We could probably get more warp gates down, although I'm not seeing much need to. Instead, we'll just make sure we keep using the ones we actually have appropriately, and hopefully we'll be okay. I guess we could get down like 2 more. Whoa, 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 what is happening here? I do not need any of this garbage. Something casting storms on me? No thank you. Get out of here.
With the hybrid's assault stopped, we can move forward.
Yeah, those things don't give me anything. Sad. Well, lots of units up here that are all nicely stunned for us, so that's convenient. We could probably actually just dive all the way in, although with these destroyers in the way and such, it's probably a bit safer to play it cautiously. Let's see, don't need to wait for another pylon to come down if we actually pay attention to what we're doing. I should definitely rally more Immortals forward, not entirely sure where they've gotten off to. And we're not even consistently producing them effectively. Should have shifted the Chrono Boost around a long time ago. There we are. Now the Chrono Boosts are running right. All the Immortals, all the Stalkers, get up here, get your jobs done, please.
Getting easier. Time to take them out.
What do you mean this doesn't get any easier? This is getting so much easier over time. Except for these silly storms we've got to deal with occasionally. To be fair, I'm not really maneuvering around the storms very effectively. Ah ha ha ha. I was just talking about it getting easier, and then I just walk right into a whole bunch of tanks and lose almost all my Stalkers immediately. I don't even know why we need to go that direction, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to come up this way. I'm going to deal with these tanks. Forget down there. It's a silly place. Don't want to be there anymore. Missed that tank. Sheesh. Yeah, push the battle line forward, exactly. It's important. Let's not walk up there just yet. Let's take a step back. Get some more stuff established, make sure we continue to have those Immortals flying in, and make sure we're actually producing Stalkers occasionally, because man, did we just throw so many of those away for no reason. Alright, we do have some help from the Terrans again, which is useful. Just got a little over-eager for a moment there. I'd love to finish this up before the next disruption, which means we have just a couple minutes left to go ahead and get that done. Shouldn't be too difficult. We've got a lot of Terran units behind us, and as we all know, Terran units do crazy amounts of damage. I mean, absolutely insane. Come on, guys. Let's go. This way. Yeah, they're coming. Good. We just got to get in and get out of their way so everybody can get shots in. Oh, no. Not okay with this. All of you go ahead and take your barrier now if you're going to be taking those shots. There you go. We got him dead. Now what do we need to do? Destroy this to recover the Keystone. We can do that. Let's warp in another pylon for fun. Aha! We did it.
Well, that did it. We pushed Mobius core back. Damn. Look at this place. Even the Zerg didn't tear into the city like this.
Did you know this warrior?
No. But I know his story. I know all their stories. None of them ever think it'll end like this. Reports been coming in from all over. Dominion worlds overrun. Outposts destroyed. A lot more dead boys out there. Warriors.
Death is the fate of all warriors. A fate we too may soon embrace.
Fate ain't written, Artanis. Way I see it, if Zeratul believed you could make a difference in all this, then this fight's just begun.
It is your custom to shake the hand of a friend, is it not?
Give him hell, Artanis.
Blizzard really is aiming to tell a bit of a story this time, aren't they? Well, it took us a little while to get it done. But apparently we did it. We even got the achievements done, so that was nice. So apparently we did tear through an awful lot of stuff during the disruptions. Stunned enemies destroyed 103 out of the 80 needed for the achievement, so maybe we did an okay job. Only lost 2 structures, killed a lot of things. It took us a little bit longer to get it done than I was hoping for, but that's okay. We still finished it up. All right, guys. That's going to do it for this one. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and I'll see you next time.